He doesn't pay, my lord. It's only after the attachment warrant was issued that he comes to pay. So where is his bona fides?
Direction to me, my lord, to deposit 25 lakh rupees. But I have paid 15 lakhs, my lord, and 2 lakhs was paid day before. 17 lakhs I have deposited.
Until then, unless the attachment warrant is issued,
What is the order
absolutely
in
no response.
My son turns 18 next October. I have undertaken before this court, I will take care of his medical expenses and his educational expenses until he attains the age of 25 years. Your lordships have recorded my submission. Otherwise, my lord, if my learned friend wants me to argue on merits, my lord, I could today withdraw this writ petition, pay the balance, and by next year October, my lord, my obligation towards my son stops.
When an order is passed that
Yes.
you have to comply by 1st April, neither in the month of April, May, June,
So April,
you filed-
April 15 lakhs was paid.
No. It's not about a piecemeal business. Court said you pay this much. Then by that time, if you're not able to pay or some other compelling circumstances, you should have filed an application. So April, May, June, July, 4 months you wait. In the month of August, you come up with this application.
We have 2 apartments. The compromise filed before the family court is where we have both of us executed before a notary. One apartment she will keep, one apartment I will keep. Before your lordship, the proposal is one apartment she will keep, one apartment I must write away in my son's name. 50,000 rupees per month I must pay towards my son's educational expenses, and I must take care of his medical expenses.
We can
No, he's having.
around.
No,
No,
please
let him
understand.
give. Let him
No, he's
give.
having only 2 properties. One is already given to you.
My lord, the other one, I have paid all the EMIs, my lord. That's why he's not claiming it.
This is the husband's writ petition. Direction to me, my lord, to deposit 25 lakh rupees. But I have paid 15 lakhs, my lord, and 2 lakhs was paid day before. 17 lakhs I have deposited. I have filed an application, my lord, to relax the condition with regards to payment of the remainder, because your lordships wanted me to prove my bona fides that I'm willing to settle the matter. Your lordship's order says that they are supposed to file a memo before this honorable court with their proposal for a final settlement of all disputes. The order is dated 26th of March 2024.
19th March.
Sorry, 19th March.
When the parties want to amicably settle and when the husband has stated to the court that he's ready to take the responsibilities of both the education and medical needs of the child, the husband should come up with a requirement and what are the terms of settlement. As the parties can amicably settle the matter and live their respective lives peacefully.
Settlement.
Have you come up with any settlement?
I had filed it on the 28th of March. My lord.
Lord, there are 2 apartments owned by both the parties.
So, my lord, before that is taken, my lord, there was a direction that the amount is paid before 1st of April. No amount was paid by 1st of April. No amount was paid thereafter either. Your lordship, in the last sentence of the order, also records that if this amount is not paid, the petition will not be considered. Despite which, no amount was deposited in
No, when this order is passed,
19th March 2024,
19th March 2024.
with the direction that to show his
No,
bona
but
fide
like as per this order, when he has to pay by what time?
by 1st April. May.
1st April. When did you file that application to relax that condition?
Now,
Much later.
Now. I'll, if I may just take your lordship the
On
sequence of events,
17th of August.
then his bona fides will clearly become patent. Firstly, my lord, he had to deposit 25 lakhs on 1st of April. My lord. He did not do so, despite there being an order that the petition will not be considered if this deposit is not made. So he did not care. Then, when I went before the executing court, pressed for attachment of movables on the 24th of April, my lord, at that point, in order to remove the attachment that the court had ordered in the execution, he comes and pays 15 lakhs. Not before this court, not
When-
by virtue of this.
When did he pay?
24th April,
24th
4th April,
instead of 1st April.
1st April. He doesn't pay, my lord. It's only after the attachment warrant was issued that he comes to pay. So where is his bona fides?
Very well.
Thereafter, my lord, the court then posts it on the in the month of June to pay the balance amount. He does not make payment. When I start insisting for another warrant of attachment, then he comes here and he moves this court. And since this honorable court refused to entertain the matter on Friday, on Saturday when the matter was posted in execution, he made a payment of 2 lakhs.
2 lakhs is.
Until and unless the attachment warrant is issued,
What is the order
absolutely no
impute?
response.
What is the order impute?
50,000 rupees per month.
Per month,
Towards
How much?
50,000 per month.
It comes to how much?
36 lakhs, my lord, as of today. I have paid 17 lakhs. Lord, may I make the submission? My son
No,
turns.
first of all, you have to submit when an order is passed that
Yes.
you have to comply by 1st April. Neither in the month of April, May, June.
No, April,
you
I
filed-
paid. April 15 lakhs was
No,
paid.
no. It's not about a piecemeal business. Court said you pay this much. Then by that time, if you're not able to pay or some other compelling circumstances, you should have filed an application. So April, May, June, July, 4 months you wait. In the month of August, you come up with this application.
Yes.
What are the bona fides on the part of your client,
My lord,
which this court
my
has
lord,
to
my
consider?
bona fides are these, my lord. Your lordships have recorded, my lord, my undertaking. My client was before the court on that day. My son turns 18 next October. I have undertaken before this court, I will take care of his medical expenses and his educational expenses until, my lord, he attains the age of 25 years. Your lordships have recorded my submission. Otherwise, my lord, if my learned friend wants me to argue on merits, my lord, I could today withdraw this writ petition, pay the balance, and by next year, October, my lord, my obligation towards my son stops. I'm looking at my son's long-term interest. I have made a submission before your lordship undertaking. Your
Why
lordship have
would he
recorded my
stop if
undertaking.
it's in the interest of the child, my lord? His stopping would be in the interest of the child.
Exactly. That's why that's why I'm making this up. My lord, we have 2 apartments. Your lordships asked us to submit proposals. My lord, the response was that to submit a proposal.
What is her?
So we have 2 apartments. The compromise filed before the family court is where we have both of us executed before a notary. 1 apartment she will keep, 1 apartment I will keep. Before your lordship, the proposal is 1 apartment she will keep, 1 apartment I must write away in my son's name. 50,000 rupees per month I must pay towards my son's educational expenses, and I must take care of his medical expenses. Not the order passed.
Let's see where is our settlement file?
Yes,
What was the date of it?
28th March.
Please read it.
Yes. Pursuant to the directions of this honorable court, the respondent herein, without prejudice to her rights, is placing on record the following terms on which she is agreeable for settlement. Arrears of maintenance amounting to 33 lakhs as on March 2024 be paid by the petitioner husband in compliance with the order.
This is something which can be complied. Next, 2.
Husband is to pay a sum of rupees 50,000 per month towards the maintenance of their son, including educational expenses until child attains 25 or completes his education or gets employed.
This clause you are okay with it.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
2.
Until 25, yes.
You said 25, they are asking
yes.
50.
The petitioner husband has undertaken to bear all the medical.
No, that is 25,000 apart from the education and other expense.
No, my lord.
What?
50,000.
Let us.
Yes.
Lord, my undertaking before your lordship was I will pay for his educational expenses.
From this clause, you
Yes.
tell the court how it is acceptable to your client.
No payment of any monthly maintenance. I will take care of the educational expenses and medical expenses, is what I have said.
Yes, next.
Petitioner has undertaken to bear all the medical expenses of the son for his lifetime. In order to ensure there is enough funds available for future medical expenses, the petitioner husband and the respondent wife, who jointly own an apartment at 5F Maple Block, Regency, Pelican Heights, more fully described in Schedule A hereunder, shall execute a gift deed in favor of their son, Master Agastya, with respect to the said apartment. My lord, the reason this clause has been inserted.
This is
No,
unreasonable
my lord,
clause.
let me explain. The order for maintenance, my lord, was passed in the year 2020. An application for maintenance was sought in the year 2018. My lord. And this child suffers from a bleeding disorder. My lord. It's called hemophilia. My lord. What happens is when the child suffers an internal bleeding, normally the blood clots. In this child's case, the blood doesn't clot. So there is a profuse internal bleeding. Immediately, he has to be rushed to the emergency and treatment has to be given to him immediately. And he has to undergo certain physiotherapy in order to keep himself fit, in order to do his day-to-day activities. He is not a normal child, which is why we had sought for lifetime medical expenses. We did not seek for any other reason because this child is a special child. In his case, my lord, he may not be able to.
Yes, that I understood. That his lifelong medical expenses.
Run from pillar to post the way his wife is being made to run, my lord.
Yes,
Today,
next.
my lord, despite there being an order, despite there being a direction, no bona fide is shown at all, my lord.
Next,
It's
4.
only when push comes to shove that this
We'll come to 4. Please read 4.
parties jointly own an
No,
apartment.
this is, I think he has no objection for this.
3.
4.
No
Yes,
objection.
He has no.
4, they have no objection.
5, no objection.
5 jewelry.
That is also no objection.
No objection.
Jewelry.
6, no objection. 7, no objection. No, with great respect to my learned friend, Lord, what is awarded by the family code is 50,000 rupees for my son's maintenance, educational expenses, and medical expenses. That order is not challenged by the.
What are the educational expenses of the boy?
My lord, at this point, I do not have the breakup, my lord. I can produce the breakup.
Definitely it will be more than
That-
50,000.
No, my lord, this is per month.
No, this is per month. If you add his medical, his education,
Definitely,
it will
my
be
lord,
more than 50 per month.
which I have brought it. I have agreed with Ms. Milord. What has happened is, in her case,
So put
every
a word
time
to
the
your
child is in
client. Please
emergency,
make her understand. No, what is what your client says with regard to her apprehension that he might not, take care of the child.
But so far as bona fides are concerned, I have placed on record a certified copy of a compromise petition filed by the parties before the family court. 42 lakhs, my lord, is what she agrees to receive. One-time settlement and one apartment, no educational expenses, no medical expenses. I placed it on record before your lordship, my lord, along with an application dated.
because she didn't agree with it. the
I'm sorry,
compromise
can
didn't
I make my submission, please? When we speak of bona fides, induces my client, my lord, to enter into a compromise. That compromise is recorded by the court. Because of COVID, order is not passed. And now my lord comes up and says, pay.
And you both,
My lord,
no, I think you can stop fighting.
Yes.
Now, please tell your client about this clause number 3.
Milord,
And
it should
you
be-
also from your side, what is the assurance that you
No,
will
no, one
take care?
settlement would be better, my lord, because
One-
he's made to run around. For money that has been granted to her, maintenance that has been granted to her in the word year
Then
2020, my lord.
you retain that apartment, and according to her, you don't have to spend for,
Pay one-time settlement. That's
and you don't have to spend for his educational or medical expenses. She will take care. Then that is also a fair deal. You can, one-time settlement you have.
I will
For that.
continue. My lord, if that-
What is that amount for that one-time
My
settlement?
lord, by virtue of this, my lord, I think about 2.5, 3 crores the value of this apartment. Anywhere, if he can.
No,
give
he's
me
having,
around.
no,
No,
please
let him
understand.
give. Let him.
No, he's
give me.
having only 2 properties. One is already given to
My
you.
lord, the other one, I have paid all the EMIs, my lord. That is why he's not claiming it.
No, let her
It is
come
not-
up with some amount, not that.
My lord, the reason she's unable to give an amount is she cannot foresee what could be the medical expenses for her for his lifetime today. Because in his condition, we don't know how it deteriorates and what toll it has on him and what kind of medical assistance he
Is
will
it
need.
that you said that you want to take care of the child?
No, no, I've said absolutely, I'll take care of all medical. Government of Karnataka provides free treatment for people with hemophilia, my lord.
In an emergency, I can't be running around looking.
I've given undertaking. I will take care. I will take care of medical
Happen,
expenses.
my lord, because there's way too much water flown under the bridge in this case, my lord. There's way too much mistrust, my lord. No, at no point in time, whenever an order is passed by a court, does he obey me? Not no point in time.
You know, this
Not once. My lord, when the maintenance order was issued below the court, he did not pay. He came here and he undertook to pay 25 lakhs to show his bona fides, which he did not pay. My lord, when the court came to the conclusion, despite, my lord, the last paragraph of that
No.
order clearly
If
said,
not apartment, if you have to quantify it, how much it would be?
I don't know, my lord. I'll
Ask, get instructions on that. Let him, if it is, how he'll show,
But, my lord,
put a word.
in her case, in
Communicate it to
unusual
him.
circumstances of her case, coming to a figure is difficult. Anyway, I will take instruction.